Good evening, everybody. I'm Andrea Loudon. I'm a holistic nutritionist and health coach, and I'm here this evening to talk to you about phase two of the Total Body Reset. And I'm just gonna hop right in because it's Friday evening, and I'm sure you guys have beverages to be had and Netflix to be watched, and who knows, maybe it's bedtime for some of you guys because it's been quite a week. The October energies have been very intense, in my opinion, but a good intense because it's for myself, it's getting SHIT done, just getting stuff done. So I'm pleased to let you know that I have an announcement at the very end of my little spiel here on phase two. But without further ado, I'll get into phase two. So in terms of the Total Body Reset, phase two will include simple, clean foods. It's whole food based. It's not going to be you struggling in the kitchen, juicing, and having to buy all these crazy organic produce. Hey, Miss, how's it going? Thanks for joining. My cousin's online, so I do appreciate all the support. So thanks to all my my family. Brendan was on yesterday, so anyway, so the cleanse is super simple. Easy to prepare and easy to digest. That's the big piece of information that I want to drive home. So we're eliminating major foods that wreak havoc on our digestive systems and that are really hard to digest. And we want to make sure that we remove foods that are causing inflammation in the body. So things like beef, pork, gluten, dairy, nightshades, basically what I'm eating right now, all the AIP things, I can't have those things because they cause inflammation in the body. So we're taking those away so that your body can rest and properly digest all the good stuff that we're putting in. And we're going to be focusing on what you can have versus what you can't have. That's sort of like the health coaching piece to this reset. And so in terms of what you can have, it's whole veg, leafy greens, nut butters. Fruits are limited, so it's sort of the lower sugar fruits. Bananas are a no-no, unfortunately. Strawberries, too, are a no-no, but any other blueberry, blackberry, cranberry, those are all great. Brown rice and quinoa, so your gluten-free grains, are allowed. Beans and legumes, avocado, thank God. Coconut oil, no coffee, right? So instead of coffee, it's green tea and yerba mate, which yerba mate, I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but it's a herbal tea, but it has the constituents of caffeine in it. So it's kind of neat. So it's a herbal tea, but it has like an effect in it that's going to give you a little bit of a boost, which is kind of neat. So yerba mate, fish, chicken, and turkey. So all your white meats are allowed, and stevia if you do that in smoothies or what it may be. In terms of what you are not allowed, so gluten's got to go. So sorry guys if you're into your egg McMuffins or croissants in the morning or stuff like that. No buns, so you can do like a lettuce bun, like the Boston Bib lettuce would be a great alternative. No dairy, no beef, pork, sausage. No cold cuts, right? Because cold cuts have gluten in them. That's like the binder. And then no eggs, super inflammatory to the body. Corn, soy, and nightshades are out. So nightshades, if you're not familiar with a nightshade, it'd be a tomato, a pepper, a potato. So no chips, no white potato. You can have sweet potatoes. That would be a nice alternative. And then the obvious, no coffee, no alcohol, no soda. Pop here in Canada is what we would call it. So that's sort of just a brief rendition. As if you do end up signing up, we would definitely dig a little bit deeper as to what you can have and what you can't have. But I just kind of wanted to go over it briefly with you guys. And then there's some cool woo stuff that we'll be including. So a dry brush. So I'm sure you've seen them at Winners. They're like this big ass brush, and they have a long stem to it. And what I do is I take the stem off, mine removes, and then I just kind of use, put it in the palm of my hand. And what you're using it for is to clean your lymphatic system. So you're starting from the feet and you're going all the way up to the head. And you would do it before you shower. So it's a dry brushing activity that you would do prior to showering, and you're just stimulating the lymph. You're sort of getting rid of any blocked, I'm going to say blocked energy or blocked toxins, or stuff that needs to circulate. So you'd be circulating up towards the heart always. But we will get into that more. We will definitely instruct you on how to do it proper. There's a little bit of journaling, some Epsom salts for your bath. It'd be great if you had a blender. Blenders are kind of like my go-to when it comes to keeping healthy. If I'm on the run, shakes are kind of where it's at. Glass containers for all your leftovers, and then a water bottle. So this one I found at Canadian Tire. Sorry, miss, it's not from Walmart. I'm sure Walmart has a bunch of them, but it's glass, right? So glass is kind of where we want to be at. We want to get away from the plastic. Mason jars work as well. I use those a lot. So you can use those. Yeah, so you want to be using glass, but you can use, I think those Swell bottles, they're more of a, what are they? They're like a tin, it's escaping my brain right now, but Swell bottles are equally as good, but I kind of gravitate towards glass. In terms of activities, there's breathing activities, there's massage, the skin brushing that I mentioned, stretching, very light exercise. We don't want to be overworking the body during a reset or a cleanse, because we want the body to be able to just rest and focus on the digestion process and not have to go to other areas of the body and figure out how to heal muscles when we're doing CrossFit or we're doing spin classes or whatever it is. We just want the body to solely focus on digestion and getting rid of any sort of crap or toxins that we just are not meant to have in the body. There's a detox tea recipe that we would supply, and there is recommendation to go for sauna if you have them in your condo. Or maybe you have it in your house and you're lucky. We have daily schedules, so like as soon as you wake up to bed, so that you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing every point in the day. I think that's the biggest part of a cleanse or a reset is, oh my God, what do I do now? So we lay that out for you really clearly, and we would obviously hold your hand through it, and if you had any questions, we could most definitely answer. A really cool thing that this cleanse has, and that I haven't really seen in any other one that I participated in, because I've done a few in my lifetime, there's a journaling component to hunger, right? So we know when we cleanse, we're doing something a little bit different. We're not having our everyday foods. So we might get a little bit hangry, or we might be going through some withdrawal symptoms. So there is a journaling component where, for instance, if you are hungry and like you're finished your meals for the day, you would journal on, okay, like, am I hungry because I'm bored? Am I angry? Am I anxious? Am I depressed? Like, what's going on in my brain? That's kind of the neat part of this program, is that it's not just physical, it's also a little bit of a mental thing going on and a little bit of a spiritual thing, because when we do cleanse, other things pop up. Or I'll say they'll other things will surface. They'll come to the surface and you'll be going, oh my God, like, why am I angry, or why am I upset, or why am I emotional? That's what tends to happen when we get really clear and really clean with our food. Hey Lynn, hey Lena, thanks for joining. Really appreciate you guys coming on. And then lastly, there's meal plans, there's recipes, there's Q&A, and then we also have a section on any challenges. So we are a caffeinated society, so if you are into coffee or tea, and you're going from you know, 3 or 4 cups of coffee a day down to none, and you're having like green tea. The green tea is probably not going to cut it, but you will be having a little bit of a withdrawal symptom. So we would walk you through how to get through that feeling of withdrawal, what you can do to combat those withdrawal symptoms. And then if you're having cravings, or maybe even you're having troubles with bowel movements, we would walk you through all of that. All right, and I do want to let you guys know about my announcement. I promised myself I wouldn't forget. I know it's getting to, oh my God, 10 minutes now, sorry. So on the 29th of November, a friend of mine, Jen, and I will be doing an event at this event space called Make Lemonade. It's in Toronto, and it's a really cool space. We just visited it today. It's at 4:30, so if you're a stay-at-home mom, or if you work for yourself, you're entrepreneurial, I really do recommend you come out, because the cool thing is you get to see me. No, I'm just kidding. So the cool thing is that you get to learn a little bit more about this detox, and you also get to come to a networking event directly after that's being held at Make Lemonade. So it's kind of twofold. You stay for the hour for our presentation, and then you can meander over into Make Lemonade and check out the networking space and meet some really cool boss ladies there that are up to some awesome stuff. So yeah, that's my announcement. I'll put the details below. So November 29th, 4:30 p.m. I think it's 4:30 to 6, something like that, at Make Lemonade in Toronto. Hope you guys are having a great Friday. If you're Netflixing or whining or having a G&T, whatever it is, winding down from the week. And I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll talk more about phase 3. So phase 3 is more about reintroducing the foods that we've somewhat eliminated, and we'll get more into that tomorrow. Okay, hope you're having a great night. Take care. Bye-bye.